that you eat, poison. Everything that you drink, poison. Everything that you listen, poison. Everything that you watch, poison. Everything that you eat, poison. Everything that you drink, poison. Everything that you listen, poison. Everything that you watch, poison. Everything that you eat, poison. Everything that you drink, poison. Everything that you listen, poison. Everything that you watch, poison. Everything that you eat, poison. Everything that you drink, poison. Everything that you listen, poison. Everything that you watch, poison. Shalom, beloved brothers. Shalom, beloved sisters. Give me a one if you can hear me and see me well. And before I move, I would like to apologize to the nation because hello. Okay. Well, what? Yes. Yeah, I'm live right now, so yeah, I don't know if you want the nation to hear or okay. All right then. Well, let me pass you through. All right. Excuse me, beloved. Okay. Shalom, sister. Go ahead. The sister got a dream for the nation. Go ahead, sis.
Okay. The dream that I wanted to get out to the nation is this. Um, I in this dream, I was at a shopping plaza, one of our local shopping plaza, and then to the right there was this storefront with what seems to be Muslim brothers inside, but they were pretty much messengers. And while they were there, they were printing papers. They were responsible for getting out messages. And so I walked inside and I said, I see this article here. Do you mind? Can I get a copy of it? It was a message from in the dream aliens. Okay. So I took a copy of it I went back out to the parking lot. In a parking lot, there was two rectangular tables pushed together in an L-shaped form, and there was a woman on the opposite side. There was a printer and scanner sitting there. I made a copy, and while this article was on, no, after I scanned, there was a message that was given to me stating that want this message out. They know that it's from aliens. They don't want this message out, but they cannot stop it. And so while the copy was on the printer, it became distorted so that my copy was still good. And so I was talking to this lady and I said, I can't believe this happened. That's terrible. And she said, no, don't worry about it. And so I put it into a folder and I gave it to her and I said, can you make sure that you give this back to them tomorrow? She said, yes. I had my copy and that was the end of the dream. I understand that that dream meant that we are going to receive a great message from the angels. It's a very important message, and the Gentiles will know that this message has come to us and us to get it out. That's the dream that I had. I got to get to this vision. I continue to all time ask Most High, okay, how will we be gathered? Is there anything that we need? What should we buy? And so over time, and I mean months, a couple of nights ago, I was sitting in quietness and I was still asking. I had my phone on me and I said, you know, I'm on Amazon site. So, and so two things I was to get, and that was a tent, and I was led to get this shopping cart. And so the next day I said, this makes sense because when the children camped out at Mount Sinai, they camped out in tents. So we're going to be gathered, we're going to be on an airplane, do need tents once we get there. You know? So that's all I had to say. The rest I'll leave for another day.
All right. Can you repeat the last? The phone is breaking a lot, so I understand what this dream is, and of course, when did you have it? And repeat the last phrase that you said that you had.
Okay. This dream and the dream I had last week, the vision I had was about a couple of nights ago. And so the last thing that I said is that I don't know if you heard me say this, but we will be gathered on an airplane and taken to Mount Sinai. And also with the message from me is now the reason I'm building more vision um, is because that is a Gentile language, and they will be saying that we have received a message from the aliens. I think, and the message became distorted on the printer, but my copy was good. But the woman on the other end, on the other side of the table, I know now that that was the Holy Spirit, and that the messengers were of course angels.
Thank you, beloved. Thank you. We will elaborate on this a little bit. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Shalom.
Shalom. All right. Yes. It's again. Anytime a messenger have a message, the phone is acting up. You can't hear. They are messing with the signal. Of course, that's what those people are doing, and they are poisonous. The message was clear. The sister has the dream a year up to, a week or 2 weeks ago. Let me put this over there. A week or 2 weeks ago, um, she had it, and we received this message. The message that they are sending is through the planetary alignment. Remember, the remember the master sent a message probably 3 days or 4 days ago, It told us the so-called Atlanteans are back. They have activated the beacon, and you had answered. Anybody remember that? That was one of the messages. We received the message. We understand that this hash is done, and we will be guarded. We must be guarded because when the mighty one is fumigating this planet, we can't be in it. Like we said before, if you are, for instance, if you are fumigating this a house, you're trying to get rid of roaches or bed bugs or termites or whatever that pest, you cannot have any other living being on this planet. We must be moved. I don't know where. We have multiple messages that we will be moved. We must be moved. And the video last night, from the video that we released, let me put a little light in there. Let me see if we even need the light. Usually when we do this thing, because the light reflected and the there we go. Is it better? All right. We usually stay on red. There you go. During this time. Oops. Now, the reason why those folks don't want us to receive and understand the message, they're trying to distract us with Miss Haiti being white and stuff like that. It's because once you are aware of this message, you hear it, you understand it, you will follow through. And you have a lot more people coming with a lot clearer understanding. This thing is real. This thing is what's going on out there. It is real, and they're trying to distract us not to get the message. And the message was light. Listen, we are not sending a message to them. We are not trying to contact them, brothers. It's the other way around. They're trying to contact us. They've been in contact with us for at least 2 years now. It was the beacon, the light that they sent. We woke up. We weren't aware. We go around. We stumble around a little. They sent the light. We see it. Then we went to them, and there will be somewhat some kind of extraction. There will be some type of extraction. There will be some way somehow we will be removed. I don't know. Like the sister said, we'll be gathered in an airplane. We had a year and a half ago, another sister called that she saw us going through portals. I was in the front, like the Angel Raphael, and then we went back and forth. A lot of people. We will be guarded. We will be somewhere. All the dreams and stuff the sisters and brethren had back then, they're all being fulfilled now. We've seen this. We've seen the wars. We've seen the destruction, the disease, the confusion, the fear and trembling upon the enemy. We've seen everything. If there's something, if there's a, let me see. I forgot to put this thing back. Give me a second. Whoops. Sheesh. Ah, there we go. Ah, I forgot to put this thing back. So all the dreams, all the visions that our brethren were saying, a year or 2 years ago. You might want to go ahead and watch. There's a playlist called Dreams and Vision. All of them are true, and all of them are being fulfilled. Those were messages. And the ultimate message is do not get distracted. Keep on focusing, because what's happening, beloved, for a lot of people, they get distracted easily. They move easily. Um, when Gentiles say something, they easily follow. For instance, you know what the sister said? The sister said the message is from aliens, so to speak. Now, I made it, forgive me for saying this, but I made it a law here because of my own self ego and stuff. I made it a law because I'm very protective when it comes to the Most High messages. I made it a law that nobody bring anything outside when it comes to so-called aliens and UFO, because our people, there's a specific poisoner out there that likes to make video about the angels and aliens and Illuminati. Our people love this woman. The moment this woman opened her mouth about UFO and stuff, our people will run around and repeat the same thing that she did. But you will never hear them saying anything that this sister say here, because we don't receive the Most High is not speaking to them. The Most High is not sending, the angels are not speaking to them. They are not sending messages unto them. They are sending unto us. That is why we do not profile her video. We do not bring things over here, because she has no idea what she's doing. But let's say she upload a video and say, "Oh, a message was sent." The same thing that the sister said. The same thing that the sister that called said. Wait until she said it. You will see all the brethren will call and force me and say, "You gotta bring this to the nation," because the Messiah is not speaking to them. He's speaking to us. That's why I don't get involved when people are trying to show that little chariot and stuff. Those people have no idea what those things are. They'll call them UFO. They don't know what it is. They have no idea what the book is, what the message is. All of a sudden, they know what alien looks like and they know what they are. All of a sudden, right now, you got the so-called the Pentagon are giving brief about UFOs and alien and stuff. All of a sudden, brothers, can anybody tell us, if you remember, what happened in Mexico? I believe, was it last May? Was it last May in Mexico? Under a bridge, there was a group of people there. They showed the humiliation of the group of those people. They were pushing them back. They had people on horseback whipping them, tied them up with rope. The humiliation of those people. They didn't want them to come here because, I don't know, they are illegal. That happened somewhere, I believe, last year or this year. I'm not quite sure because I wasn't distracted. Yeah, all of a sudden now they have Miss Haiti. They are glorifying the beauty of Haiti. Wait, you were all up in our face, humiliating our people, saying all those. All of a sudden now we become a point of interest. Oh, yes. And then when I'm looking at that Miss Haiti, I'm like, oh man, really? What an insult. See, a lot of people are glorifying this. They're like, wow, this is beautiful. But we have memory here, okay? You people were calling all sort of things. You were humiliating our people, Donald Trump calling all sort of things, and now you guys want to have a better relationship to the people that you've been humiliating. Of course, brothers, there's a massive caravan coming from the border. Like I told people, those caravans come every single day. It's an everyday thing, brothers. They just don't show it to you. Now, the reason why they are focusing, there's a massive caravan coming, because there's a massive energy and they want to distract you from it. And those caravan, they will do it on purpose. They will let the so-called white Ukrainian in, and they will keep the so-called Haitian out, so they can have you talk about it and then discuss it, and then you miss the whatever the message that they're going to send. That is why you have anytime they want to distract you. Oh, there's a caravan coming over there. Oh, hey, that's gonna be like you. Some people gonna be replaced, and then you're going to be distracted. Then the message came, and then you miss it. Yeah, the January 6th garbage. Now they're arresting a bunch of huge people. One of those Michigan, I believe, senator, they arrested that guy. This is a pretty big deal, but I don't care. We don't care, so to speak. In the meantime, beloved, yeah, there is a caravan from yeah, Afghanistan, Ukraine, the Middle East, so to speak. They will do this on purpose. Those people were always there. Now they give them the green lights to come here. And then once they get through over there, okay, and then they will show you the Haitians will be on one part, the black folks will be on one part, they will be mistreated, they will say things about them, and then after that they will let the others in, and then they will say, oh, racism. It's not racism. What do you think, black people? And now people will put all the emotion into this. Like I said, worry not. Remember, those things always backfire on them. Mexico did this thing to Haiti last year, I believe. They had an accident. Over 100 people they died. They just the bread were smashed and burnt, and the sweet wine soaked the land. Brethren, it's to distract you from focusing. Again, I'm not telling our people to completely and utterly ignore the news. No, you are the AK. This is not your duty. Your duty is to pray, meditate, and fight for the nation. They understand who's delivering the most blow. They do that. They understand who has the most the hit. When you hit it, hit hard. You never hear or watch those people say anything good about Haiti. It never good. It's always the poorest country and stuff. All of a sudden now they got all kind of article coming about, like talking about Haiti, Miss Haiti and stuff. And what is it? We already told you what you're calling UFO or aliens. Their base of operation is in a place over there called Plateau Central. That's what their base is, and they are not what you think they are. Especially you poisoners out there that think like aliens look like you and they look like little stuff and come. Nah, there are multiple of them out, and they are not aliens and stuff. They are what, according to the masters, they are extraterrestrial and intraterrestrial. They are the one that you are calling so-called out of space. They are the one that been there. That's all from here. They live underground. They live underwater. They live among you. I don't like to talk about those things because our people will take it and they will run with it, because they like things that they glorify, things they don't understand, things that sounds super good for them. Extraterrestrial and intraterrestrial. The so-called elites, they are well aware of that. That's why intra and extra. Be not dismayed, beloved. Now, with that being said, which one of you, well, at the end, I believe at the end I will do this. Which one of you have not seen the video about the homework or not known about it? The home, excuse me, the homework for tomorrow. I believe the sun is down. If you have not know about the homework, Okay. All right. Only a few people. All right. We have a homework for tomorrow. It's coming for tomorrow. All right then. At the end of this video, we will try to give this homework. Okay. The sun is set over there. I believe it's the sunset. Where's my chauffeur? Is that what that is? Is the sunset in California? Yep. I believe not. We will give the homework with better explanation at the end of the podcast. For instance, another video that keep popping out that black women are needed for the DNAs or stuff. I mean, if this is your first time ever heard of this, wow. If if things like that surprise you, ah, again, they want you to focus on things that they've been doing forever. 820 and Cali, is that what that is? East Coast 849. No, that can't be right. 825 tonight in Cali, West Coast, because it's usually the West Coast. Let me brush on that right quick while the people tell us what time it's going to be sunset over there and the west side. Look, the whole thing about like they are selling and trafficking our people, their organ and stuff, and this thing, Virgin, listen, this thing been going on for like forever. We have the best of the best. This is forever. Like I said, beloved, we over here we play a very different role. We play a very specific role. Our role is strictly spiritual. We are here to hit them hard and hit them where it hurts. If we are bringing, if we cannot talk about everything everybody is talking about, we are very specific here. When the message is sent it specifically unto us. You must understand and see this. This nation here, we are very, very, very specific. When a homework is given, when a dream is pop up, you don't hear those things in the midst of the Gentiles. You don't hear the Gentiles talking about they receive. Of course, they will say, "Oh, they receive message from aliens and stuff." The aliens say, "Hey, we coming. We got blonde hair and then green eyes and stuff like that." And then they will make garbages and keep talking about other stuff. But over here, we have very specific things. If we leave our position, if we abandon ship, we abandon our position, and then the moment something pop up, and then we bring this thing over here, we start talking about this, it's gonna be an issue. We are the only people that saw the connection between Francis over there in Nigeria and Africa, Francis over here, and in America, Francis over here in Haiti, Francis all over. It's very specific. So you must always keep attention. The other things you let other people discuss it and worry about it, but you specifically, you have a very specific power. They like to get in there and extract it, suck up on it, drain your power because of you specifically. They understand that. Just like you have sisters in the nation, you got brethren in the nation that are somewhat medium. They have sellout in the midst of them that read us, that do little reading. We do background check. That's what we call them. But they do those things. They understand who you are and what kind of things that you're packing. And they know the only way to defeat you is to distract you, to have your power focus on something else, something that they've been doing, and then after that they just come up billionaires, millionaire, admit something. Yeah, we know you've been doing these things, and the mighty one is in your ass, and things going to happen to you that you wish that you weren't born. Now, beloved, again, my apology. Let me go ahead and say this. It's today's the 9th. We were supposed to do this at the first of the month. We were supposed to do this the 31st. As you already know, as you may know, brethren, so much happening. I never had the time. Even now, we're trying to do this, and we can even proceed and do that. The PDF that I'm reading here on the iPad, on the tablet, it will be available at 10 a.m. at 10 p.m. on the community page. If you wish it, you will just download the PDF. It is always good to have record of things, brothers. Okay, it is always good, because remember, there will come a time you will not be able to use this technology that we are using here, the internet. You will not be able to use it. Okay, we will have what they call distant communication, intercontinental telepathy, intercontinental projection. Okay, we'll have what we're calling mind 3D projection. If somebody wants to communicate with someone, they're gonna have to get one of us so we can 3D project the image or the message onto them. So it is always good to have those things stored in there. Okay, those things are what I'm telling you that I'm receiving from the masters, and then I'm reading them in books. It is always good, even though you don't need something. If we say something that you probably don't need, but you can get it. You don't know. In the future, you might need it, a family member, you might need it to give the most high glory. You might need it to perform something in a crowd, and people like astonished. Say, how did you do this? Say, I didn't know, I didn't do anything. The power come from above, and people will ask, and then they will somewhat follow. Okay, now, beloved, this is the monthly report, the monthly Wondrous report for the month of May. As we know, last May we have the Wondrous report for since 2021. The beloved sister Cheryl, her and her family, they take great amount of time to go around and pick up this thing. You may see a reduction in Esau's trouble video, and a more approach to focus on our people, because it is so much out there. Now we will begin with certain things. Even last month, April, we didn't even finish April. So we will uh we will begin the month of May. Everything that we say here, if you remember, you give the Most High glory and praise. If you do not remember, you didn't know about it, you give him greater glory and greater praise. This is to remind the people that every single thing that you're seeing happening out there is being done by the mighty one. The so-called Gentiles, the elite, the Illuminati, the little alien, they are not in control here. If anything, we are, as his children, we are becoming slowly the head, and they are becoming the tail. They have to follow and repeat after us. Message is not being given unto them, brethren. If any message is made for them, it is given unto us. Because a month ago we upload a message, messages unto you heathens. The Most High is not dealing with them point blank, period. So I don't see why our people always so are like, wow, this woman see some alien, some dragon over there in China, which we've been showing over there for over 2 years. But people won't come after that, but they will go after this woman because she do something regarding the skies. When we say anything about planetary alignment, you won't see any Hebrew, any other people saying anything about it. God forbid this woman say something. There is something in the sky and it looks shining. There's multiple of them. They are alien. And then our people will repeat the same thing. It's not that time now. You have infinite brothers, amount of a proof our brethren are sending here. The so-called angels, they are seeing in their candle, they are seeing a rainbow in their houses. This is what it is. The beloved brother over there in the UK, brother Ensign, call and say those are angelic activities. Those are the people the Messiah is giving the message, not them. So let us keep on moving. Certain date I will jump, okay? The reason why we do this because it is a contract. And when you are working for the Messiah, you better watch your mouth. If you can't do something, don't say it. You take a contract to say things like that, and you must say it, okay? And May 2nd, a man helps. Well, May 1st, something happened here. They say the archangel or Michael was mentioned 7 times, Gabriel 3 times, Raphael 3 times. Of course, it was mentioned way more than that, but because we've been focusing on making videos, more videos about ourselves and less about Esau's trouble. So, uh, oh man, Ah. um, That's why we don't see anything. So I'm gonna skip some days. Okay. On May 2nd, a man helps neighbor evacuate after Brendan home catches on fire twice. After some house catches fire twice. After lighting storm, the fire was put out by midnight, and then the fire restarted the next morning. The house is a total loss. What happened that day? The house got hit with the lightning strike, with the bolt of lightning. It caught on fire. The house was burning down. The firefighter came in. They put it down, and then it cut back. It cut back again. You will see this multiple times. Like when the firefighters they put the fire out, okay, and then they went home, and then they called them again. They said the fire started again, and then you can literally hear those guys say the fire is behaving. It's behaving strangely, so to speak. Calf Canyon and Hermit Peak fire destroy custom built home affects 100,000 acres. The fire is 30% contained. Reporters said just because your house is safe now, it may not be safe later. The fire is moving a mile an hour. This is the largest fire in history and Mexico and New Mexico history. They lost their home, which they lived for 27 years, Las Vegas, New Mexico, and San Miguel County. I was not aware, brothers, they have a Las Vegas in New Mexico. Okay. There's an actual city in New Mexico called Las Vegas. Last month, there was a fire that started in New Mexico. This fire becomes so huge, brethren, burn hundreds of, literally thousands of homes. But you don't hear those people focus about this. But you don't hear they said, okay, well, New Mexico has the largest fire over there that burned so many houses. They won't bring this, they won't make this the focus of the news yet. They will make Miss Haiti, a white woman, they put over there to have you distract. If they show you New Mexico being burned, the largest fire in their history, people will start questioning. They say, wait a minute, not a single black house, not a single one of us. What's going on here? It seems things are. I can't know. Happening to a specific group of people that don't look like us, not even skin folk or involved with this thing. See, they could have easily made the fire in New Mexico the top topic, but it would be bad for them. They are well aware of the fiery conflagration that is still burning. Did you know this fire is still burning over there in New Mexico? The fire in Siberia, it's been burning for over a year now. It's still burning. There's a wildfire in South Korea. Brothers, I don't know what it is, but it was like been putting me in some South Korean hish. I'm doing some heavy research. I'm like, man, those people are catching hell over there. They're catching hell in South Korea. I'm like, wow. What the hell is going on over there? So many suicides, so many people are just dying. They die in neglect. When they die, their body soaked into their apartment. If they live above you, you can see the shape of their body in the ceiling of your apartment. You can see it. This thing is horrible over there. They just die lonely. You have people in North Korea, South Korea, or whatever, all the Koreas, they are definitely afraid to go outside. In Japan, it's like they felt like if they go outside, they're going to die. They just stay inside for years, brothers. A man spent like 30 something years in one womb. He never got out. He died in this womb. Thank you, beloved sister Chuayo, for being here. It is good to be here. People are dying lonely, brothers. They are definitely afraid to get out of the house and go walk. This is horrible, man. Anyway. Some resident near Las Vegas, again in New Mexico, fleeing home, others staying as wildfire rages on. This will be the second home he lost by fire. Okay, there was a woman there. She lost the home that her husband built for her. The husband died. Okay, the husband died, and he left. He left the home that he custom made, and the fire came in and ravaged the home. And then she was crying. She's like, "Oh man, this fire and stuff." And thanks, thank you, beloved brother Joshua Music, for the super sticker. And then she left. Okay, she left, and then when she come back, the house was burned to the ground. They couldn't even find the placement of the house. Like they couldn't even find the foundation. The house burned to the ground. Like, you know, burnt. May 5th, President Biden declares wildfire in New Mexico a major disaster. Okay? A major disaster. But you won't see our people focus and then say, whoa, you people are catching hell over there. No. Wait until that fire was in the hood. Wait until the news tell them something like two black people die in this fire. But that's not all. We find them that they died with their hand tied behind their back and a noose around their neck. That's it. That's all they need to say. No proof though. That's all they need to say. And then the entire black community will focus on that, and then they will just listen. Brethren, this is what I'm telling you. You have the power now. Your opinion matter. Whatever that you drop in the bathroom after 20 minutes of pushing real hard matters to those people. They want that. You don't need their attention. They need yours. You don't need none of those people. The power is within you. Of course, it's gonna take a little while for our people to understand what kind of power they are wielding in their hands. It's gonna take them a while. You don't need those people anymore, brothers. They need you. They need your attention. You don't need them. They know that. They understand this is it for them. Bright line trains collide with the vehicles in Lintana. Of course, yesterday, Bright Line hit another car, flattened the car. You know, Bright Line always in the mist, of course. Um, and then sounds of Bright Line train whistle, town tracks leaves father traumatized after son struck and killed. You know, every time the Bright Line train is passing by, it make a sounds. The father hear it. It got traumatized because his son was hit by this stuff. Bright Line, it's a this the whole situation that's going on right now is just like the Bright Line train. Those people are keep hating cars, hating people. They don't see anything wrong with it. They don't stop and say, "Wait a minute, this cannot be. Everyone that we hate cannot be drunk or stupid." This never happened in the history of. This never happened in the history of train. This never happened ever since we start riding train over 100 years now, so to speak. This never happened. Why is it happening now? Why is it every time we can pass a month without hating something, either a car or some human being? They choose to ride this train every day because somewhat, some way down in the future, it will get better. All right then. May 6th, CDC investigated rare liver disease among children. The Centers for Disease Control. Okay, when it comes to CDC, we will not say anything. Okay, we'll skip that because they will tag our video and say we are giving medical information. Okay. San Rafael fire caused evacuation in southern Arizona. Arizona is catching hell, man. Yo, Arizona is catching hell, like fires and popcorn. So much stuff going on in Arizona, man. And you know, a sister had a dream, the buffalo in Arizona, and the buffalo thing happened in New York. Just saying. Massive fire rips through multiple homes in Salem, Boston. Mom accused of her two sons faces George in court. She planned the killings. She shot them in their sleep. She was in church where she took drugs. She was about to evicted from her home. Remember this lady? She was like what they'll call. She looked like one of those Moabites lady. She had two beautiful sons. Okay, she reached a point she could not pay her home, she could not pay the rent. She got into a nasty divorce, and she take the kids. Wait until they were asleep. She took a weapon, so to speak, a popcorn maker, and she popped the kids. And then she went to over to her neighbor and tried to pop the neighbor, and the neighbor wrestled her and took the gun away from her. And she went to a car. She took a bunch of pills so she could die by OD. You see, those people, they are not built the way that we built. Some hitch that we go through, they can't go through it. You see, now people in 2020, when the mighty one locked up the entire world, those people didn't really feeling it. Now they are feeling what they're calling the after effects. It is in 2021, some of them really start seeing things are not getting back to normal. If anything, it's getting worse. It is in 2022 now. People are seeing, wait a minute, this thing is getting worse. And when they say it's getting worse, they're seeing it's getting worse upon a very specific group of people. New Mexico and Arizona residents face extreme wildfire conditions. Fire jump a major highway, massive fire sweep through Southwest, 14 major wildfires burning in both states. Full containment not expected until July. You got 14 wildfire burning in two states, and you want to sit there and talk about, you want to bring to me a white woman being Miss Haitian, Miss Haiti, so to speak. So that's what matters to you. You got thousands of your people fleeing, run for their life. The houses are being burnt down. You see, those planetary alignment are the one that are bringing this calamity upon those people, man. Ever since we have the Great Conjunction in December, this November and December 2021, our people use that power. A lot of scumbag bucktooth monster were against that. Oh, you are worshiping the stars. The Most I say never to do that in the book of Deuteronomy, Exodus and stuff. You scum. Look, listen. If you got that camp garbage mind, sit your ass down. Go somewhere, get a sword, and sit on it. This is for growing up. Go play with toys. Children, you play with toys. We're growing up. We are adult. We play with fire. Talking about, oh, the big Judah is teaching the people to worship the stars. Big Levi is teaching magic. Get out of here, you scum. Sit your ass down. The most I give you into great shame and great reproach. Shut your ass up. You don't know what you're talking about. You see, the so-called the sky astrology cannot be tampered with, and they are well aware of that. Where those people, an event can happen like the so-called Miss Haiti, they can manipulate this event, but they cannot manipulate the stars. And I'm gonna receive those silly little emails. God forbid our people, big Levi, you have to understand Bill Gates and stuff, they have technology, they're going to black out the sun. What seems to be the issue? Every morning I wake up, that sun is burning my ass when I step out of there. The sun is cooking certain people that are not supposed to be here. The big Levi, you have to understand, they have the technology, they can modify the weather. Modify the weather? They create their own food. Create their own food? No, 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 no. GMO is a perverted food. When you have an apple that have seed on it, that's the mighty one food. When you have an apple seedless, that's a perversion of an apple. This is not an apple they created. They perverted this apple. They perverted the fruit, the food that we eat. They cannot create it. They just perverted them. That's all. The food is already created. They can create. Oh, they create. We create our own food in the lab. No, you perverted our own food in the lab. You took this strong man that was born a man. This man was born hanging down there. You chopped it off. You give him a like a you just copy pasted an oven down there. You dress him. You give him all sort of surgeries. I created a woman, and you have this man walking around and say this is a woman, and then to our eyes when we look, it's like wait, this is a woman, but wait, this is not a woman. This woman have a massive Adam apple. What is this? And then you don't create the woman is already been created. You got this woman walking down there, and her lips is not turning, broad shoulders, giant Adam apple, a firm handshake. What the hell is that? That's not a. They cannot create anything. Is they can only pervert it and then take credit. We created this. Just like Perry Stone, like, you know what happened to me? This morning I wake up 3 a.m. in the morning, I come up with this, and I said, like, you know what? Why is it every time you wake up at 3 a.m. and stuff? Why is it every time? Because the angels, this is a specific time, and he take credit for it. They cannot. You all see it. You feel sorry for the dude, man. You feel sorry. You watch this, like, man, he's desperate. It's not only him, brethren. You got a brother sent me some TikTok dude. I'm not. Who the hell is this guy? I don't even know that fellow. But okay. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I have no issue people swagger jacking, take this thing that we are saying and repeat it. But my issue is you have to give the mighty one the praises and glory, and you have to tell the truth. You cannot take what we said and put your own twist into it and make it seem like you come up with it. That's what Gentiles do. But anyway, man, all praise. 2,500 employees laid off at Arizona based Carvana, 12% laid off by pre recorded messages on Zoom. It seems a thing now. Excuse me. They got those people on a Zoom meeting and they say, on three, all right? 1, 2, 3, you all fired. You have a nice day now. Mm-hmm. And then they left. So horrible, man. This is very disrespectful. Carvana, they fired 2,500 people, 12%. They just fired them, man. This is horrible. And those people sit there like, what happened? They say every single person that are in the Zoom meeting, all of your ass are fired. Don't come back to the building or we'll have your ass shut down like a damn dirty dogs that you are. And after that, they come back, they apologize, say, and pandemic stress, we don't know what we're doing. We just say those things and stuff. And those people are pissed off and like, yo, you could have sent an email. You have all of us here in a Zoom meeting. Then you stand up, turn around, drop your pens, and spew that yellow liquid in my screen. What the hell is this? They get a kick out of that. They like doing this. They could have easily explained to the people, listen, heads up, the company shaking. They just fired 2,500 people right there. May 11th, bushfire destroy homes. Houses continue to burn in Laguna Niguel as the sun goes down. About half a dozen of houses still burning. They are not sure if the fire is in Laguna Hills or Laguna Niguel. Beloved, now I'm going to take a little time. I'm going to say this. Which one of you remember the fire in Laguna Niguel? If you do remember the fire in Laguna Niguel, tell me whose houses or whose home and what kind of, if they were home at all, if they were a regular home. I live in a regular apartment that I do not own. I'm assuming most of you, if not all of you that are here, live in a regular place. That's why huge ass house, millionaires, mansion with pillars, beautiful brothers. I'm not making this up. The houses, the homes, excuse me. the mentions, the manors, sir, the giant manors that were caught in this fiery conflagration of the cities belong to millionaires and billionaires. They're all like giant house, beautiful houses that come millions of dollars, Virgin. And after that, did you hear anything? Did you even hear how this fire got started? They don't bring to you, you don't even know what. Some of you, like, this thing just flew out of your mind because you didn't even remember it. They don't say anything about that yet. They are bringing to you Miss Haiti. Oh, Miss Haiti, a white woman, being in the nation of the first black republic, was the only empire, the only kingdom, and this and that. What do you think about that, black people? You know what I think about that? I think about Laguna Niguel. Is she from Laguna Niguel? Or is she from New Mexico? See, they won't bring those things to you because they are getting pounded. They're always bringing to you garbage, things to get your attention away because they yearn for that. They want that. They want to see you suffer and complain all the time. You do not need to go to the. We told you, for now on, you got your own judge, the black judge, you got your own court, you got your own people. If you need things, you can come and ask for them, and they will pray, it will happen. You have a court date, you don't go alone, man. We already give you the weapon. You go over there, you kick their asses, and you come back, you give the mighty one the glory and the praises. You don't leave no money on the table, you take everything. If anything, this is a shakedown, man. If anything, this is a stick up. Your suckers put your hands up and give up anything, if anything. Three children killed Mother's Days. Weekend identified by police. The ages were 12, 11, and 8. Angela Flores was arrested. She's being held on a $6 million bond. That was on Mother's Day, okay? She took her children out. All right. South Carolina mother, two daughters killed in crash with deputy on Mother's Day. Deputies on administrative leave. Okay. On Mother's Day, so many mothers and their children perished. Excuse me. The coastal fire in Laguna Niguel. So this is the demographic. This is the demographics for Laguna Niguel. White folks over there are 75.89%. Asian are 10.33%. Others are 5%, two or more race. Black folks, they didn't even mention black folks in there. They didn't mention black folks. Oh, Lord forbid, they had one celebrity, one black celebrity. I don't know. Let's give her a name. Sajan Kwa. They got Sajan Kwa, a OnlyFans model over there, her house caught on fire, and then put it over there. And then they say, oh man, she won like one of those Miss Beauty back in 1982, and then her house got burning. Black folks, they're burning black people's house. You need to say something about March, damn it, March. Put your, Negroes will go over there with the Black Lives Matter shirt, and Martin Luther King. They never let the brother rest. Martin is still Martin and Martin Malcolm. They haven't made it yet. They haven't made it to this specific place. They can't be. You have to put them to rest. There's a specific ceremony that you have to perform. I'm talking to the family of those people, not to other people. Okay. All right. You have to put them to rest. Martin Luther King T-shirt, and then the flag, the rainbow flag coming over there. Hey man, the house burned down. Black folks, we need to do something, man. Negro putting their hands up, and you know one thing. Now that you're aware of that, if well, anybody might mark the two words. The two words, if somebody pull a gun on you, there's another thing you can do. Somebody pull a gun on you. You don't put your hands up like this. This is submission. You spread your hand, but since this is kind of like, you stand like a little pentagram, okay? You stand in front of this person like a little pentagram, okay? You stand with your hand, with your feet spread, with you stand like a star. You understand what I'm saying? That's a code. That person, well, I don't want to say anything. That person will have a hard time pulling the trigger. You're going to see certain things. Now that you're aware of this, look that person straight on the third eye and then stand like a star right in front of, like you blocking this person. No, a 5-pointed star. The 6-pointed star is not us. The 6-pointed star is above. The 5-pointed is us. The 5-pointed star is microcosm. The 6-pointed star is macrocosm. There's two words. You can write them on a little piece of parchment paper. You carried it with you. You don't need a big parchment paper. You write it in this, you fold it, you put it in your purse or whatever, you're good. Some people permeate it and some beer, they drink it, stay with them forever. I will not advise to do this, but because there's a proper way to do that. Hand and arm spread right in front of this person. You will see what will happen to that person, whatever weapon that's in their hand. But you need to be aware of those two words, and you need to be aware of that. No, only if the person have weapon. And we will show you when you're fighting to people, you don't need to fight with them. You will have them kick their own asses. You will have them like literally, take their hands and gouge their eyes out. Or if that person have a knife and then literally, implemented some self tattoo, so to speak. There are stuff I don't say here because our people are not ready to for it. And then of course, when we are not ready, and some people will take it so they can use it on their own brethren, on their own sister. The moment you can find out how you can quickly, with one word, you can take somebody out. And again, brothers, if you read the book, the Black Pullet or La Poule Noire, you will understand these things. Words have power, powerful words. That is why I don't say them. Well, of course, the masters forbid me for saying this. Hey, you don't say ish like that unless you really need it. But anyway, we keep on moving. Okay, the houses over there, they cost like 2.3 million, $7 million and stuff like that. Over there, so the home were burning, and those people never said anything. Those people, they are now like talking about, oh man, climate change. Climate change. Well, this climate change is very aware. That thing is that climate change have a mind of its own. It's really specifically strategically targeting this neighborhood of $6, $7, $10 million house. Climate change. What? Okay. Okay, there are certain things that we are skipping, okay, like the queen, they make somebody on the chair, they say, oh, this is the queen over there and stuff. On May 13th, United States reached 1 million deaths from the plague. 1 million deaths, brethren. On May 13th. Those 1 million deaths is what they're telling you. Those 1 million deaths is what they just throw in the air. You might as well put a zero behind that, or two. You don't know. Those people are catching hell, beloved. Somebody remind us to sanctify the fast at 9 p.m. Somebody remind me to sanctify the fast, because I'm pretty sure the sun will be down at 9 p.m. or on the west side, east side, all over. All right, 1 million deaf men. Okay, you don't focus on that. You don't come and say, man, we need to take this seriously. Black folks, white folks, Arabs, and other scumbags. We need to take, we lost 1 million people. Did you lose, and out of that 1 million, how many of those people were not black? Our people want us to say, wait a minute, we need to see the demographic of those 1 million people. If you see they are hiding it, that means it's really bad on them. They are not talking about it. They are not bringing focus onto it, yet they are talking about Miss Haiti. But you got 1 million of your people. Actually. I mean, that's what you said. Didn't anybody say, well, anyway, today mark over 100 days of that sweet wine and burnt bread going on over there in Ukraine. Nobody bring this over there. But they want to say, well, Miss Haiti here, man, black folks, you need to say something about this, man. Look what they are doing to you, man. Wow, man, racism, man. Ah, this thing will never end. Ah, I can't wait, Big Leaf. I speak about that hish. Next thing you know, I don't budge. Like, wait, you've been doing those things. Did you know the beloved sister Lisa Cabrera, she uploaded a video? She said Russia in the video, of course, the article says Russia control 97% of eastern Ukraine. Do you know what that is? To control 97% of an area, you're at war or you going over there to occupy. You see, they are not focusing like, wait a minute, Russia just smashed Kiev or Kyiv, the capital city. We need to talk about that. Children are being decimated. Women are being decimated. Nope. Yeah, you gotta look at that the white woman that they put at Miss Haiti. What a disrespect, black folks, huh? Anybody want to say anything? Black folks, disrespect, man. Wow. But they are bombarding and shelling your ass over there in Ukraine. What seems to be the issue? I thought you guys, what's going on here? Okay. Birds fall the sky from bird fall from the sky in India because the heat wave over a dozen people die. Okay, that's the heat wave over there. May 14, Perry Stone video Revelation 9 in Pazuzu spirit. You know, Big Levi discussed the video. He discussed Enoch was the father of Jared. Perry Stone is always in the mix. And Enoch was the son of Methuselah. He broke down and explained the mistake that Perry Stone made and stuff. You might want to watch that video because Perry Stone always in the mix, swagger jacking. He talking about things. He was strictly talking about magic. That's what he was doing. He was talking about, mysticism. They buried this bowl in front of the house. You're talking about ritual, writing things in a bowl, buried it in front of the house will keep spirit away. And when we say those things, everybody like, hey, baptism and stuff, hey, Christ and stuff. People going after it. When those people stays, everybody, that's true. I might as well do this. You know how many Christians that will love that are dealing with heavy demonic attack right now? You know, the Christian are catching hell. Do you know how many Christians are dealing out? Wait a minute, all I can do is get a little bowl, write a little words in there, dig a little hole in front of my house, bury this bitch over there, and then I'll be free. Do you know how many Christians that wanted something like that, but they can't because their faith keep them where they're supposed to be, keep them stupid. Don't do anything. Pray about it. Pray. But I'm being shocked at night when I'm going to sleep. Pray about it. But you are exposing your wing unto me. Hey, come on, man. You know me, PS, man. Hey, don't say anything. Pray about it. Pray for me to change, sister. I know I have a problem. I'm half Italian. I have to do those things to you to make myself. I'm gonna die if I don't do those things. I have to expose myself to people. But you're not supposed to do you PS. You are pastor. Well, pray for me to change. Don't do anything about it. Don't be calling the FBI and mass and all that, but pray about it. That's what this dude is doing. Which one of you saw the video while this pastor was preaching, and then some women accusing him of, doing stuff to them and stuff like that? That's what they told the parishioners. They say, I understand what we just did here is unholy. I understand this act that we just committed is backward, but you need to pray for me. Don't report me though. I fucking king your ass. Pray for me. When they forced a cowboy hat upon another man, they told this man, I mean, it was a demonic attack, man. And I'm hoping you're not hurting down there. I'm just hoping you can sit right, but hey, don't report me, okay? Just pray for me. That's what those people do. And I see people was like, oh my, I didn't know this thing was going on in the church. I thought like this and like, wait, but that's those PS is known as a massive cheek buster. PS is the word giant cowboy hat. It doesn't show it to people, but he does. That's what those guys do. It's in their manual. They're supposed to do that. And I see people like, oh my god, yeah, that's what they do. They do this type of nonsense. There is another video circulating around a pastor from West Africa planning to poison millions of black folks and kill them. And people like, oh my God, those people are wicked. They're supposed to do this. And this pastor was supposed to do this because he's a wicked person. That's what they do. That's what they do. Beloved sister Lisa Cabrera upload the baby formula shortage. May 15, fire cloud wildfire northern Mexico. Jackson Edgar the carpenter, David Dubois Woods, and May 16, a woman jumps out of her car seconds before the train smashed it. Okay, the car got stuck in the ley line, and this woman like, oh hell no, I'm out of here. She took her purse and got out. One dead after car crash into home. Logan police investigated after murder suicide at home. May 17th, Plum after fire caused evacuation for resident near Panosa Spring. 18-year-old dies while digging a hole in the sand in the beach in New Jersey. Which one of you remember this? There was an 18-year-old Christian drummer. We told you those Christians are catching hell out there. He was digging a hole. He kept digging. The sister said, stop. He like, I feel something at the bottom. It felt like a treasure chest. This one eye really buried a treasure. Yeah, I gotta get it. He was digging. I gotta go. I feel like when I'm digging, I'm getting home. It's getting warmer. Is that fire? I see a red man with like some kind of pitchfork in it. Let me dig. I feel like I have some kind of connection. And out of nowhere, the whole thing collapsed on them. He was a Christian drummer. No, that guy was digging the stuff. Like, what would you dig a hole 6 feet? Why would you do this? What would take someone to dig a hole that deep that the hole that you dig ended up killing? This is prophetic, man. This is prophetic. That guy dig a hole. Man, this is crazy. Anyway, man. May 18. Kent man beat his roommate to death over the nose of he made opening candy wrapper. That guy, he wanted to kill the fellow. Remember that? Remember the dude that killed his roommate because the candy wrapper? The guy just opened a candy wrapper. He murdered the fellow for that. He wanted to kill the guy from day one. He said this. He said, I know I'm gonna go back right into jail and I'm gonna go back forever. He said, I'm gonna kill you one day, man. That whole damn candy wrapper, I'm gonna kill you. I told you I have a sweet problem, and then you're tempting me with these sweet candies and stuff. I'm gonna take you. He killed the dude. He literally killed the guy for opening a candy wrapper, man. He killed the guy. He just admitted, yeah, I killed him. Son of a bitch, keep opening. I can't sleep with this scumbag. Keep opening candy wrapper. I told him to stop. He didn't, so I killed him. My Negro, you literally take the life of a human being. True story. I'm not making this up. He killed the guy for opening a candy wrapper, man. He could not hear the noise. Like, yo, you so annoying, man. That candy wrapper I have PTSD, man. It remind me of certain people that use. I'm like, yo, did that dude something happen between him and Candy? It's somebody used Candy, lure him inside of house with Candy and did some things to him that you literally murder a guy for opening a candy wrapper, man. Like, why? Why is this? And you, oh my goodness, dude, you took the fellow out for candy wrapper. Anyway, man. True story, Bridget. Okay? Crazy, man. That's like, yo, whatever. A large wildfire burns in Taylor County, Texas. Sheriff Department bolster patrol around city's Taiwan Center following mass MS hate crime related with Taiwan and China. Remember the little Moabite dude that get into a church and jiffy pop the church, and then a doctor plunge him. He killed the doctor though. And then they don't make this the focus. They didn't call the Asian community an uproar. Oh, another Asian went to an Asian and then blasted inside of a church. You Asian need to say something about that. But they take the whole Buffalo thing. Black folks need to say. They didn't say anything about that. Most of you didn't even know about this. May 19, wildfire force evacuation other than Texas. Navy desertion increased among growing concern over suicide and mental health. Sailors want to break the contract and are unable to do so. Oakland community in shock after Filipino restaurant owner gunned down in front of son. Community mourn loss of Springfield teen ex-boyfriend after allegedly murder suicide 17-year-old girl, 19-year-old boy. The media spoke to Bishop named Ryan Fish. Raphael. The school mascot was Red Devil. You can't make this up. May 20th, tornado hits Paderborn and Lippstadt, Germany. Terrifying video shows tornado tossing debris in Gaylord, Michigan. Did you know they took my video, Gaylord? They made it 18 years old. The video about the Gaylord tornado, they made it 18 years old because I was talking about how our tornado was tearing up Gaylord. I was talking about how bad Gaylord is happening over there. And then the AI thought I was talking about something. I was talking about some kind of backwarded copulation here. They thought I was talking about some gay dude. They hold some gay dude down and bend that guy over and literally shove a tornado right up his ass. They thought that's what I was. They said, "Oh, sir, these things that you are describing is too violent. We're gonna have to bring that thing down and then put it to 18 years old and stuff." I'm not talking about this. They literally said so. It's offensive to this community. What? I'm not talking about tornadoes going in that bum. I'm talking about an actual tornado that go to a town called Gaylord. It's the name of the town. I'm not making this up. And then they messed up my video, man. Yeah, so they thought I was talking about some form of cowboyism, like some kind of cowboy get like tear by a tornado. They thought tornado means some form of cowboyism, play foreplay. It's not. It's just literally a tornado that passed in a town called Gaylord that destroyed. What the AI did, for instance, there was a dude. The tornado took his wife, dropped something in his head, and he was bleeding. And they took the word bleeding, and then they took the word bum and tornadoes. It's like some cowboy bleeding out of the bum because somebody shoved a tornado in there. That's not what that is. It is scum of the earth. You backward bucktooth monsters. May the Most High burn you in hell where you belong. Now, let's keep on moving. Terrifying video shows the tornado debris in Gaylord, Michigan. One dead, many injured. May Squad heat wildfire near Abilene, now 25% contained. Dry branches in Hamilton County, 85% contained. Big Levi show. Okay, the camp now. They are bringing the wildfire. There's one of the fellow from GMS. He was bringing the largest fire from Mexico. That's what you guys need to do. Bringing you such trouble. If that camp weren't bought and paid for, they would have bringing such trouble out there. Our people will have much hope when they're like, man, finally the enemy is catching hell. Finally, man. That's what the camps need to do. Bringing such trouble out there. Show the horrible things that happen to them. And when something happened to us, you don't say anything. You don't bring it. I'm aware of that, but I ain't gonna bring this. This is not what I'm here for. I'm here to bring your trouble, sir. That's what that is. Yes. New wildfire, man, a lot of wildfire. Evacuation in Monroe County, 270 acres burned. Heartbroken man, new house is swept out of the sea. There's this dude, he built the house right there, right in the free. That backward scumbag monster built the house right in the ocean. And then he was surprised at the wave of the ocean. Like, I just bought this home. Cost me millions of dollars. Yeah, you built it right there in the ocean. What the hell you wanted to do, man? Did you know the ocean is actually alive and it just took the house, Anyway, Alexis Gabe's parents beg for info of missing 24-year-old daughter has been missing since January. Of course, Michael and Gabriel. Monkey space has been identified. Whoops. Have been identified in Europe. Give me a second. North America, Canada, Madrid, Spain, China, mounting earthquakes sent school children running for safety. Atlanta pastor found stabbed to death and burned inside car. The person who stabbed her was 27 and she was 57 years old. An Atlanta pastor, man. A black woman, so to speak. See, they won't bring those things through. Say, well, those black pastors, they are catching. May 21st, again, this is a city, Gaylord, Michigan tornado, catastrophic damage from a rare tornado. Gaylord means highly spirited. That's all it means. A beautiful name, Gaylord. You know, it's a beautiful name, but you cannot go out there call yourself Gaylord. You know, people will quickly go out there and say, where is your saddle? Where is your sheriff badge? And most importantly, where is your hat, sir? But I am a highly spirited person. Yeah, we don't see the cowboy boots. Where is it? Okay, wait a minute. It has nothing to do with cowboyism, sir. That was the beautiful name I received in my dream. Like the sister received the name, Swan. A black swan, she received a name. Lighting swan, or whatever that name was. And my name was highly spirited, which means gay lord. Yeah, but do you go to the saloon? Okay, that has nothing to do with what the sir, gay mean happy. It means highly spirited. People will question you on this thing, okay? But that's what it means, okay? Um, gay lord demographic, all right, 94.8% whites. Black African Americans, 0.9%. You barely 1% of this ish. You barely 1%. So they are seeing this, brothers. And Swanlight, thank you. Okay, Swanlight. Okay, the sister name is Swanlight. Yours turned out to be Gaylord. You turn out to be the Lord of the gays out there, and you can go around call yourself Gaylord because people will have the wrong. They're like, okay, where's the rainbow, man? Where are you representing or not? Yo, I'm not representing for. It's a freaking name, sir. That's what it is. You scum. Go kill yourself. All right. Giant sinkhole again. The town of Gaylord, 0.9% African American or black people because that's what they put in there. Giant sinkhole with forest inside China found. Okay, we're talking about Atlantis rise again. The video, the possibility of underground and hollow earth in Goshen. The video was published in August the 13th, 2020. The monkey space viruses go out there, and we have certain things going on for the monkey stuff. Okay, again, understand this. The monkey space, it's an infection. We will finish with a powerful antibiotic. You will need it to treat the monkey space, and you will need some sort of skin, powerful skin stuff. It will come from home in Haiti, so well, it haven't been spread here yet, but we'll see. If it does get here, we'll let you know. Elon Musk, the Cybertruck scumbag stuff. May 22nd, Virgil held to honor three women who died in Rogers Park. MS leave one dead, eight wounded in San Bernardino. Three people are killed in car crash near Hall of Long Island. Why emergency landing Cessna pilot lost consciousness? He had died a heart attack. And a truck driver killed in Metro train, crashed into the vehicle and grazed late 40 passengers on the train. Second man killed in Chicago MS outside near the McDonald's. River triple murder suicide. And 54-year-old man killed his wife and killed himself, killed the kids. May 24th, 18 students and at least two adults are no more in Uvalde, Texas. Now we will not discuss this because if we do, they will mess up the chart. They will put this video down because you say something about Uvalde. Okay, we discuss all this stuff. Okay, there are 21 people who are no more. Men stabbed to death in CTA blue line train. Chicago MS shooting, two charge in connection and offside and stuff. It's time to act. Biden saying some garbage. MS shootout of Philadelphia, one kill in southwest. Excuse me, Atlanta MS. Woman critically injured after shooting in DeKalb County. Breaking news: child and fall. Family mourns woman killed. 16-year-old Georgia murder suicide. Share his story. Mom who lost daughter to suicide and stuff. Alcohol drug rates are up in their community. They saw, and that person, that fellow that play in Goodfellas. What's his name again? Larry Oda. Babe. Babe, Ray Liotta, this guy is no more. Okay, all praises to the Most High. Babe, baby, who's there? Mom? Anyway, give the Most High praises and glory, beloved. All praises to the Most High, man. That's like a fraction of the things that happen. Babe, somebody opened the door. I can hear the person, but anyway, we will talk about the homework for tomorrow. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. This is all of the Most High, all right? We had fun with this. We will talk about the homework. Now, before I talk about the homework, I want to tell the people before, which one of you are not aware of the homework? Which one of you are not aware of the homework that we discuss? If you are not aware, let us know. Yeah, the sun is down. Oh, yeah, let me sanctify the fast. Is the sun down all around? Ah, well then everybody's aware of the homework, so I don't need to go on that. Well, I will not go on it. Babe, can you bring me the stuff that I put with the olive oil? Yes. And the garlic too, the one in a little bag. Okay, the sun is down. Not in Cali. In California is weird. Our part say the sun is down, another part say that thing is brightness. Well, no, not this is coconut oil. Yeah, I want that. The oil that you bought me. Yeah. And then the little baggage, the little pouch things that have the cloves and the black yes, this one and the garlic. You see this one and the garlic. Thank you. That's it. You're welcome. I'm almost done, okay? All right. I'm gonna go to the bath. I'll go ahead, do that. And then I'll fix your food. All right. All right. Let me see. All right. I'm not quite sure. North Dakota. Boy, I miss North Dakota, man. I miss going to Williston's and that one Walmart. I used to drive an hour and I have to go to Walmart in Williston. I used to stay in Bradford City. I used to love living in North Dakota. It was so peaceful over there. So depressing too because there is no tree. I have this thing. I now understand what it was. I was so depressed in North Dakota when I was there. It was peaceful, but there is no tree. When I'm driving, there's no trees. I feel I missed something. But I was making good money, over 100K a year. So yeah. All right, let's sanctify the fast though. Sanctify this fast. So the energy is activated. Let it flow. Almighty One, to all the angels, to the Holy Spirit, the Queen of Heaven, the ancestors, all of you that are sisters, thank you. May you look upon this fast with respect. May you have respect unto it. May you fulfill what we ask. We blow this shofar to seal this fast of removal, of the great removal of the curses upon our people. We give the Mighty One great praise, great glory. May his will be done in this earth as it is in heaven. The fast hereby sanctified. All praises to the Most High. Yes. Amen. Thank you to the sister that bought this 2 years ago for the nation. Bless that sister. This sister didn't know what she did, but she did a great thing. Hopefully, she's still with us. All praises, all praises, all praises, all glory. Yes, the fast is sanctified. You already heard the wife. She's going to fix my food. If you see me going a little bit fast, so to the explanation, um, forgive me. Pay attention. I will not re-repeat this. This is what you're gonna do as homework. Before one, full disclosure, full disclaimer. We are not forcing you to do any homework. In fact, we discourage you of doing anything that we are doing. We are doing these things because we are strange, we are weird, we are peculiar people. If you are a Christian or black Christian, white, whatever Christian or any religious person, if you do this, this is witchcraft because we're practicing it over here. Okay, this is witchcraft. What we're gonna do here. Don't do this. You're going to go straight to hell and burn with your pastor and the devil if you do this. Okay, what we're going to do here is a form of alchemy. This is alchemy. Don't do those things. Now, what you're going to need purple garlic. Okay, just like the purple shirt. I'm not quite sure if you people can see it. Purple garlic. Some folks said you can find purple garlic in the Walmart or anywhere. Look for it. Purple garlic. All right. That's the first ingredient you're going to need. The second ingredient you're going to need olive oil. Okay. That is all. That's the only two ingredients you're going to need to perform this homework that we're going to give. That is if you wish. All right. You're going to need a mason jar. Okay. But any recipient will do. You're going to need a mason jar. All right. And then you're going to go to wherever you're going to get the garlic. You're going to wake it up. Say, hey, wake up. By the great and horrible, terrible name of Adonai, I come to get you. I bought you with my money so you can perform my will, so you can do something for me. You take the oil. Oil, wake up. I come to buy you with my money. I want you to come home to do something for me. And then you pay for them. You do not, brethren, especially if you go to a farmer's market, if they say this costs $10, do not say what about five? What about two? If they ask you $20 for this, you give $19, it won't work because you didn't buy it for that price. Let me repeat this again. Anytime you're doing this type of quote unquote magic, whatever the price they ask you, pay for it. Do not negotiate because the spirit will leave if you do this. If they ask you $20 for this, you give $20. You don't even, oh man, $20. Oh damn, man, I ain't gonna pay this. $20. Yes, sir. You give it, you're done. That's it. No haggle. Beloved, you can leave though. You may sorry about that. Leave in peace. You go eat, or you can just stuff your face while you are watching this. You can leave, brethren. Okay, okay. If you're buying this in the market, whatever the price they ask you, pay. All right. You're going to get home. You're going to take a white candle. You should already have your own candle. Don't get this one though. If you choose to get it, that's on you. You're going to take a white candle. Okay. You're going to light it up because you're going to perform a healing and you don't perform anything good in darkness. You light up this open a portal in the spiritual realm. You light up your candle, you take your oil, your olive oil, the garlic, you face east, you open up the first portal asking for assistance, asking for passage, asking for light. You open the second portal, the fourth portal, the third portal, the fourth portal. You open all the four portals. Now the energy is flowing. You're ready to begin. You're going to take the garlic, okay, and you're going to peel it. You peel the garlic and you take a fork and you punch hole in the garlic, okay? You punch hole in it. Again, you do not grate the garlic. All those things, if you do anything beyond that, brothers, the spirit gonna leave. You're going to poke the garlics You poke them with fork, okay? Okay? And then you put it in the mason jar and you put oil in it, all right? You put it in the mason jar. And this thing smells so good. This is olive oil. This is cheap olive oil from this is extra virgin though. This is extra virgin olive oil called extract, I guess. Great value from Walmart, okay? Oh, man, that garlic smells so good, man, and I'm hungry. I'm hungry and more over here. Ah, here we go. Oh man, that thing smells so good. You don't need that much though. This is just me doing this because, of course, Big Leaf are always doing scumbag stuff. All right, you pour it. I will tell how much oil, okay? All right. All right. Now, whenever you're done with any garlic bottle, this is glass bottle. You don't throw this away. You will need that. In the future, you're gonna need to need some type of thing. You're gonna make it, then you're gonna use this bottle. All the bottle they have a spirit with them. Okay. Now you're going to hold this. That is if you want. This is already good. Okay, you take this. This is done. You're done. All right. But extra step, if you wish, you're going to speak to it. You're going to say, garlic oil, I want you to become a very powerful antibiotic or antibiotic. I want you to heal wherever I want to heal with you. And then you take this, you put it in your fridge for 2 weeks, 14 days. I did mine yesterday. Did I did it yesterday? Yesterday. Oh boy. Today is the 9th, 2 weeks will be the 23rd. Will be the 22nd or 23rd. I have to take this. Well, it with mine don't need to, you know, so it's just mine don't I don't need to take it out on the fridge. It can stay forever for 2 weeks. Okay. This is a very powerful antibiotic. If you have anything in your bloodstream, blood poisoning, you will drink one tablespoon before the sunrise and 1 tablespoon after the sunset. In layman's term and doctor terms, one in the morning, one spoon in the morning, okay, 1 spoon at night. But over here we do everything with portals and energy. When the sun, before the sunrise, you take if you have an infection, you take one tablespoon. That's it. Of you don't eat the garlic, man. 1 tablespoon of oil. Please do not come at me with cholesterol and all these things. If you don't want to do this, that's on you. You will take 1 tablespoon before the sunrise, of course. And then when the sun set, you take a tablespoon. You do this for 2 weeks and you check with that infection that you have. If you have any STI, sexually transmissible infection, please keep your silly little emails to yourself. I don't want to hear about you telling me stop talking about copulation because it is dirty or you feel uncomfortable. Or I'll be if you're making me feel some kind of way. That's not on me. It is good for if you have any STDs infection or if you have any oven infection because it's just happened. That's one of the part of being a woman. I mean, I'm not a woman myself, but I'm dealing with a bunch of you in the house, so I know how that thing works. So you can take this 1 spoon before the sunrise, 1 spoon after the sunset. like the fast. And 2 weeks, it check again. Now, if you have like a ulcer, some type of things pop up on you, you have an infection, you can use this powerful antidote. Again, these brothers that we just did, there's a spirit in there. Okay, it's in there. It's fermented. So you leave it in there to ferment it. You can leave this inside of your fridge. You can leave this out, but I will leave mine in the fridge because that's what the master said. Okay. Now, for instance, let us say that um let us say that you are having an infection now and you cannot wait 2 weeks for the spirit to properly do what you tell it to do. What you can do, you will get some clove, okay, a bag of clove. All right, all right, those are Haitian clove. You can get any clove, it will work. All right. You get your mortar and your pestle and mortar, get a big one. Okay, you will put everything in there. You will crush it. Of course, you will light up your candle. Okay, all right. You will open the four corner, ask the spirit to bless this, and tell the clove to gather. Give it the order that you want. You put it in there. You render it into fine powder. Okay, fine powder, and then while you are waiting for this to ferment it for 2 weeks, now you're going to take a teaspoon of fine grounded powder. If you already find it grounded, that's better. Okay, we just want to be extra fancy here. We bought it like this, put it in a mortar, and do extra step unnecessary stuff. That's what we are. We weird over here. We peculiar. So once you're done with that, you're going to take a teaspoon of the fine grounded powder clove. You're going to put this in one cup of milk or 1 glass of milk. You see the little cup of tea? 1 cup of tea of milk before the sunrise, after the sunset, for 2 weeks until this one is done. That is if you already have an infection or if you want something to get out of your blood. Everybody understand that? That is all. Now, this is what this is what I do because I'm a scumbag. I like to do things, like weird stuff, experimenting. I will tell you guys what I did and then I will let you go. I don't want to keep you guys here and boring you with my story. But anyway, this is a powerful antibiotic. Okay, the way that you do it, that's the way they told me to do it, brothers. Again, this is from the masters. One of the master, a sister in the nation, is she eats something, and then when she swallow it 7 months ago, it splinter in her blood and it poisoned her. All her body is in extreme pain, and she came into the nation. We pray for her. The master sent this thing for her, and in the meantime, she's the only one that can do the clove because she got that blood poisoning stuff. She's doing that, and she called me yesterday. She was panicking, brother. She called yesterday. She panicked. She said, "Big Levi, ever since I did the powder clove and the milk, I feel certain way. I don't know what it is, but is that normal?" And then I sure say, yes, it is this thing. It's wrapping things around her body because she went to the doctor. They told her there's nothing they can do for her. They told her it's cut in millions of pieces in your body and we cannot get it. We cannot cut you open and then take those millions of little pieces and get them. But this can. Okay? Give the Most High great glory, man. Give the Most High glory and praises. Okay? Those things are coming back to us. All right? Or you can use the rest of the oil too. Don't exactly, brothers. All you need is a little, okay? So of course, if you are doing for 2 weeks, you're gonna put enough oil there to will last you for 2 weeks, and stuff like that. Okay. Again, thank you, beloved, for giving the mighty one great praise and glory. Thank the spirit, the ancestors, for giving this back unto us, man. Because when the hospital closed, when the thing closed, people will get infected, and then you will have this on deck. And then you will tell them, this is the mighty one giving you this knowledge. You do it for your family member. A neighbor came in and asked for help. I believe I will charge you an arm and a leg to do this. I will swagger jack your ass before I give you this. I will shake you down before. But anyway, the point is, brethren, the Most High is giving us our knowledge back unto us. Okay, this is magic. Okay, if you do this, this is witchcraft. All right, this is some kind of witchcraft. You can kill people with this. I don't know. You're gonna murder people with this thing. All right, you're gonna curse people with this. This is witchcraft. But over here, this is alchemy. This is life. This is medicine. This can save you. This can save other people. Use it wisely. Now, extra step you can take for this. My element is fire. I always trying to somewhat master fire. And oh boy. And I was sitting in my room studying, mixing things against. Like I told you, I was turning water into wine, which I succeed. It took me a while. I'm like, oh man, it worked. So I was doing some stuff, writing things down, mixing things, and doing all sort of things. And something popped up in my mind, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? Fire is alive. There's a spirit. All the four elements is alive. If I need extra strength, can I ask the fire or the stuff? So I come up with something called I wrote it down. I can't find, is the book here? Let me read what I some stuff that I come up with. Oh boy. I let you go, brothers. Big Leaf always take unnecessary amount of time to prove a simple point. There is a process that I come up with while I was doing crazy experiment. I have a notebook for that, okay, that I wrote things down. I call it, I forgot the name. I'm always trying to be fancy. Wait, I call it the beam me up method, the beam method, okay? I call it the beam method, okay? It's called a purification by the four elements. That is too much. You don't need to do what I did. I overdid it. This is overkill. Okay, it's called the beam method, the beam purification method. Air, earth, water, fire. 7 days hanging from a tree to let the air purify it. Okay, to let the air strengthen it. Okay, 7 days buried under the earth to let the earth strengthen it. 7 days underwater, tied underwater in a river, in a lake, or in the sea to let the water purify it. 7 days in the sun, next to a lamp or next to a candle to let the fire purify it. That's a total of 21 days. Is that what that is? 28 day or 21? What the hell is this? 4 times 7. What is this? 21 days or 28 days? That's a 28 days purification. It's too much. It's too much. It's just, this is overkill. All you need is like 3 days, 14 days, 28. 28 days is way too much. You can do this, but like, this is scum. Like, why would you want to do this? Okay, but the method that I came up with, I say count 21 days before the full moon, then open the gates, then hang it from a tree for 7 days. Now, if you wish to do it, you're gonna have to count 21 days before the full moon is coming. I don't know, and July, and then you're going to do it when the moon is increasing. For instance, this one we just did here, this will work like a charm because we're about to get a full moon in the 15th. This will work like a charm. Anytime you do anything for healing, always trying to do it when the moon is increasing. And then you tell it, moon, just like you are increasing and you're going to be full, I want the potency of this medicine to increase and be full. Waxing moon, is that what that is? All right, all people are getting it good. So that's the stuff that I did. Brothers, it worked. What I was doing, I was actually scared. I'm like, wow, that thing worked. I was not expecting this. I purified something, but I didn't purify it for 7 days though. I purified it. I put it next to a fire for 3 days. Okay, if your element is fire, if you want to do this, you're gonna need at least 5 or 6 of those. You're going to light one and then tell the fire, I want you to strengthen this medicine and make it very potent for 7 days, for 14 days. 2 weeks. You light the fire, you let it there. After 2 weeks, the fire purified it. Once it's done, you when the fire is done in this, you put another one. When the fire is done, you let another until the 14 days. Now, if the earth is your element, you dig a hole, okay? You dig a hole inside your well outside your house or your apartment somewhere. You put this like in a plastic bag. You wrap it and then you bury it for 3 days. If your element is air, you put it outside. You put it outside. You tell the air. You hang it from a tree will be the best because you'd hang it. You tell the tree watch over this, and you tell the wind Rahaviel strengthen this medicine. Strengthen this medicine. Make it very potent. Make it do according to my will. Okay. The most I want to see this. You want to see. Want to see. Wait, is my son is doing this? Is my daughter trying to be like me? Let me see what he's doing. Okay. So if your element is water, you might want to. The water will probably be the most difficult to do because you will need to stay next to a river or next to the sea. But if you don't have that, you might want to get a bucket at Walmart. You fill it with water, and then you put the jar on the top of on the bottom of it. And then you tell the water purify this for 2 weeks. You leave it underwater. Okay, if you live in an apartment, you can't go out there and dig a freaking hole, and then people are like, hey, are you in the map? Are you burying a dead body here? Why are you digging a hole? You probably want to get like a recipient, fill it with sand, fill it with dirt, and then dig it, put it in there, and cover it like a bucket, and tell the earth to purify it. If you can make a lamp that will last you 14 days, it'll be beautiful. Somebody said she's late. I'm assuming you're a woman because the picture. How do I find my elements? What's your zodiac sign? Whoever asked this question. But anyway, so after the 14-week, brothers, after the 14 days or 2 weeks, it is now good. You take 1 tablespoon before the sunrise because of the portal, 1 tablespoon after it's set, stuff like that. Gemini. Somebody look up Gemini. What is Gemini? Let me see. I have a book here. Where's the book, damn you? I had a bunch of books here. I was yelling the other day, looking at the elements. Gemini should be air. Is that what that is? Somebody's Gemini here. Yeah, Gemini should be air. Gemini is air. Then your element is air. Master it. Her name is Rahaviel. Have her become your best friend. Your element is air. Air is the symbol of freedom. Air can go anywhere. You can go anywhere you want. Well, except for outer space, of course. And then if you have a tree, your element is air. You can hang it there for 14 days and let the air, because the air become your element. Talk to her. Greet the air, talk to her, laugh with her, and say, hey, purify this on me. That's how it is, Sister Ashira. I'm not quite sure. Are you new here? It seems like you new. Are you new, Ashira? Somebody put the phone number in there if the sister want to call and then talk or whatever. Well, she's not new, is she? What? Do I have to be outside for what? For what? What is it? I'm getting very confused here. Maybe because I'm hungry, my mind is making things up. I gotta eat ASAP. But she's still taking that shower. I want to know like an hour or 2 hours taking a damn shower for air. Well, no, the air is again the element. Well, yes, you have to be outside for the air because the air flow outside. Please, Bridget. I mean, hey, it's up to you. You might want to go to Walmart, get a little fan, and talk to the fan. Say, fan, I'm gonna turn your ass on for 2 weeks in front of this thing. Blow that air in it. I don't know. It could work. I don't know. This is me just talking junk out of my butt here. You can do that, but I myself, I think it would be better if you can tidy it up in a piece of tree, and then let it there, let the air pure. You talk to the air, and you people, the air, you are the only person that can do this. Or you put it outside your house. If the air is blowing, it will. The air's out there. Okay. All right. This is brothers. Those things are not recommended. This is me just doing garbage stuff by myself. You know, I did something for my beard and my hair. I made a product and I give it an order for my hair to be really hard. You see, back then, if I pulled this thing, my hair would have snapped. And then I use it. I purified it for 12 days with fire with the four element. And this thing made my beard so hard and my hair so hard. I'm like, holy, this thing work. It did. So I'm not gonna tell it to the nation because there are some certain step that I did wrong. I'm like, holy, that's overkilled. I could have done that thing for like 3 days. That said, I overkilled it. Make sure you have a good relationship with your element. For you, if your element is fire, anytime you are meditating, you have fire lighted. If your element is water, of course you will need the fire there. You gotta like a cup of water there. You meditate with the water. That if it's the water is your element. If your element is earth, you have like one stone there, like whatever stone. Excuse me, whatever stone or little rock or little pile of dirt that you have in somewhere, you put it some in a little, or you can have the tabac, I don't know, you put it in a little paper, you have the earth there. Okay, if your element is air, you know, you might want to turn on the fan, or you go out there on top of a mountain where the air is flowing, or you breathe 7 times. When I'm meditating, I always breathe deeply 7 times and begin the meditation or the medication. um Somebody say volcano. Please, if your element is fire, you stay in Hawaii, do not go inside a volcano and meditate there. Please don't do this. Yeah, you know our people. Yeah, open the windows, let the air in. All right. So everybody clear on the homework. You just have this in your home, brothers, just in case something happened. Yeah, you know our people. You gotta tell them don't do stuff, or just light up a fire, put a chair upon it, and sit on it. Next thing you know, big leave, I'm in the emergency door in my emergency room, and you know my ass is barbecued. You need to say a prayer over it. Like hell, I am. Are we clear on this, brethren? All right, good, good. So tomorrow we will give the same homework because tomorrow is Friday. At the end of the prayer, we will give it, and then we're good. Okay. Your element, try to master it. Okay. Except for fire. Fire is extremely dangerous. Everybody out there probably more safe. Fire is extremely dangerous. Okay. Now, for the people, if your element is air, when you step outside, if you see any type of what they call him, dirt devil, you know, the little tornadoes. If you see a tornadoes coming towards you, you take both of your index finger, you make it like a cross, and you aim at the tornado, and then you do this. You direct it wherever you want to go ahead. You can do the dust devil. Is that what that is? Dust devil. You can try to do this and then order it to stand still, or let it move to the left or to the right. This was taught to me by my grandmother. So, whether your element is air or not, but I'm pretty sure the people with the element of air can do this. No, in the windy time, I believe we have a windy time. When it's windy, your element is air. Get out there, breathe it, talk to it, and do whatever you could. If your element is water and then you're afraid of water, if your element to water, you need to know how to swim. You gotta connect with your element. Yeah, take a lesson how to swim. You done, sweetie?
Yeah.
Oh, this thing. All right. All right. Put it on the bed. Let me give you this, and then I'll get be ready to eat. Okay. I'll don't worry, don't worry. I'll pick it up. I'll do
I got
this.
the right one this time.
Ah, good. All right, I'm done, baby. It's good. Thank you. Yeah, you can.
Smell good.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that thing smells so good, and I'm hungry. And yeah, yeah, come get this. This thing smells so good. I'm gonna put it in the fridge, baby. Is there place in the fridge? We can put it there for 2 weeks. I'm gonna take it out. Well, I'm gonna leave it there forever because, you know, we don't have
No,
that.
mommy got it, princess. Go eat your food.
All right, thank you, sweetie.
Daddy, do you want this?
What is it?
Dumpling? I thought you wanted a dumpling.
What? What?
That's the food. Okay,
That's my food.
Mommy, you put.
Okay,
Mommy,
what
put
is
it
it
ready
with
for you.
Yaya keep eating my food lately? The other day she ate the whole dumpling things that I made.
Baby, she don't eat like 5 dumplings. Now she full.
Okay, all right, close. Okay, you can have it, sweetie. No, all right.
No more. She full.
Well, I know. I don't want her to come and wake me up in the middle of the night, Daddy. I'm hungry. Let me finish this, all right, sweetie?
Baby.
Yeah, I'm done. I will be done. Like, well, give me one moment. Those damn cats don't get in there.
They sleep.
Ah, that's good. That's good. To hell with those cats. But anyway, like I was saying, beloved, with this project, make sure like you do this, you do it with your heart. Don't do this to hurt people. Don't do this and put poison in it and poison somebody. If you're a Gentile, because you guys are poisoners out there, you don't do this. Okay, this is nothing. Do you understand what you just learned here, brethren? You cannot take this and raise this above the mighty one. Are you in agreement that what you just learned here cannot go above, nowhere close to the Most High? That's why I'm dead serious about my food, man. That kid always hustling me, man. You know, Sun still up in Vegas. Oh man, the hell is going on in the West Coast? Do you understand, brothers? Yeah, the people from Jabba Jah, they will need your help. They will come. They will need healing. Actually, you can use certain things. I'm in talk with the masters how to get rid of this thing. Jabba Jah is pretty powerful. Okay, we need to get it out of the people's system if they want it out of the system. So we're in the process of doing that. Are you aware that you cannot, in any shape or form, take this thing and go brag about it, how smart you are, how we are so peculiar. We are the other person that received this. We are the last prophet. We got this and stuff. You never bring any solution to the people. Or do you understand that you cannot use this as a form of bragging rights? Please, beloved, do not take this, go out there and say, hey, we have masters, Atlantean teaching us this and that. This is not what this is about. Be humble, beloved. The masters have listen, we can give homework every single, you see how we get books every single day. I really don't want to overloaded the nation. We have like literally millions of things like this, Virgin. And those things, they don't write them down. They just look at you and say, Master, what is it I do? They just say, take the oil and garlics, and that's it. 2 weeks, you're good. That's it. Okay, we have something for liver cancer. We send it to our brother. We will give the liver cancer after in July. If you need it, we can email it to you if you wish. But we'll give it as a homework. I mean, of course, most of you do not have liver cancer. It would be good for you to have it. You don't have to do those things. I will send you with peace, brothers. You may be at peace, okay? Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. It was good for you to be here. Okay? All right. Hernia, again, yes, we have for all of that. Forgive me, beloved. I don't want to be this guy, you know. You don't want to. You don't want to mess up with brethren. There's a level of respect you need to have for the masters, man. You don't want to overload them. Hey, give me this, give me that, give me this. Hey, you. You might want to make your own research and then use it magically by opening the four portal, lighting your candle, and stuff like that. You go in peace, beloved, okay? Thank you for being here. It was good, all right? And the people out there try to master your element, try to talk to it and stuff like that. Do not worship anything but the Most High. Besides that, everything is up for grab. Use everything out there to do righteousness, please. Do not focus on money. If you ever met an entity, this entity asks you, what would your heart desire? Don't say anything about, I want a bigger boobs or I want a mighty third leg for the men out there. Don't ask for anything of garbage. I want the money. Ask this entity. I want the knowledge that the mighty one gave to Adam from the beginning. I want the knowledge that he wants us to have, like he intended. I want the knowledge of my ancestors. That's what you need, brethren. You don't need money. You don't need none of these things. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and for the men, we got some certain things for and elongating and enlarging certain things and make it stronger for a better service. When there's things to make, we got all of those stuff, But again, Of course, we're not gonna bring that now because we're about to do that stuff in the 24th. So we're gonna be focused on that. So, like I said, we're gonna have a podcast for men only, and then we're gonna have a podcast for the women only. So, the men, we have some pretty great news for you if you have prostate cancer and stuff like that, or if you don't even have it, you need to get rid of stuff. Okay, so to the people out there, beloved, go in peace. Again, I really don't want to see anybody out there take this knowledge and abuse it. And get ready for the swagger jack. Get ready. Get ready for the swagger jack. Okay. So go in peace. Be at peace. I will see you whenever the mighty one says so. Shalom. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the kings reign forever.